Welcome again. This is Brother G coming to you again with another video message, another video teaching. The topic we're going to delve in today is a lesson from Kishane Thompson's lost in the 2024 Olympic. Well, he lost the gold medal. He won the silver medal. And there's a lesson to be learned here. And the lesson is not all from all what you hear everybody saying, but you have to rightly divide in what you hear and come to a conclusion. Even Kishane Thompson clearly articulated some double speech was going on in his interview just after the race. There was some double speech, but I'm going to give him kudos because he hit the nail on the head. He clearly said that, and I'm going to paraphrase, that the whole thing, the stadium and everything was a big experience. And truly, as they would say, he choked. And choked is just a reference to he didn't perform as he did in other times, which he was capable of doing. So there was something that was lacking right here in the Olympics, is confidence. And what confidence is really is confidence in winning. You could see that if you look at the race and you look at him and you look at the interview, it was clear. And what is the message? I'm going fast. I want this to be so quick. The message here is you can't be mentally fit for a particular thing, depending on it in this context. You had to be mentally prepared and physically prepared to execute the job at hand. And in this case, Kishane fall in that sense and get a silver. Hear what it says in the New Testament. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. And this is the first commandment. Now, let's use this in the context of the Olympics. If you notice here, the writer said, Jesus said, you have to love God with your heart, your whole heart, with your soul, and with your mind. That's everything. And he also include, which this is inclusive of your whole body, and with all thy strength. You see, Kishane have proven that he had the strength to run the 100 meter in 9.77. He proved it. He proved that even at the time when he ran 9.77, he was amongst his Jamaican compatriots, and they fueled the mental capacity, and everything was in order, and the environment was set, and he was able to run 9.77. We're talking about Kishane in particular because this kind of idea jumped from person to person in variety. It varies with different person how they handle stress. So he was basically overwhelmed. Some will say that he practiced to run 80 meters and fell short because he never run against faster people. I don't think that was the issue, because then the question becomes, did his coach teach him to run 100 meter or an 80 meter race? I will say the coach would be short-sighted if he practiced. No, I'm not talking that he run in races and 80 meter and shut down. I'm talking about he practiced to run 100 meter, not 80 meter. So whether the strategy was running 80 meter in particular race, his body was equipped to run 100 meter. It was the mind. He failed in the mental department, and it came from his own mouth when he finished the race, and the interview directly after he ran. It's out of his own mouth. The whole experience got to him, and that, friends, is right here Not just your soul, your heart, your mind, your everything, but also your strength has to be given into it to accomplish a particular task. And so if Kishane can learn from his other compatriots who been to the Olympics, he got to learn from them because they, like Shellyan, Usain Bolt, he has to ask them what did they do and their mental mind frame in that position, because they when they went to the bigger stage, they performed just like when they were on the local stage. So he could learn from them in this capacity. Go to them and ask them as a Jamaican. If you want to rival these people in these bigger forum, you have to have your mental capacity have to be on par. You have to not only practice physically, but you have to practice mentally how to stay stable and win the fight. So this thing is true. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. Now, if you look at Noah, not only did he, whether we say he have COVID or not, we don't know, or he was sick or not, the man proved that not only did he have the strength, he had the mental capacity to take away the throne from Kishane in that moment. He had the mental capacity plus the physical strength to win the race. It is set. There is no theoretical thing right now. The man showed heart, the man showed soul, and the man showed physical strength, and he won. So if Kishane, a lesson we all can learn from this particular thing. Some people have it, some people don't. They have to practice both. They have to practice both. Is to get everything in order. So when opportunity knocks, you knock down the door.